Buenos Diaz and welcome back to my channel, everybody. My name is Pablo Diaz. I make videos about my photography journey, my videography and filmmaking journey, and some vlogs along the way. But today I want to talk about Shutterstock.com and how you can start earning money from your photos. As a new Shutterstock.com contributor, I'm excited to take this journey with you as well, so thank you for joining me. So the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to Shutterstock.com and click on the Become a Contributor button. I also want to pass along the information that in no way, shape, or form is this a paid sponsorship with Shutterstock.com. Let's continue. Click on the Get Started button, and then that will take you to a page where you go ahead and set up your community information or your account information. Once you have finished all the information, Shutterstock will send you an email letting you know that you're almost there. They just need you to click on a hyperlink to verify your email and you're off to the races. So after clicking that hot link, you will then be prompted to either sign in or it will automatically sign you in, and you'll see a screen that looks very similar to the one that I have here. And then what you'll go ahead and do is begin to upload images. Know that Shutterstock accepts photos or illustrations, videos, and vectors. I will only be talking about photos today, but just know that you have options here. Just a tip, know that you do not necessarily have to use DSLR or professional grade cameras to upload your images. You can use your cell phones, which have a perfectly viable camera on them. The requirement is a minimum of 4 megapixels, and most cell phone cameras are way above that, or at least double that. Well, we've come to that time. Now it's time to do the fun stuff and start selecting photos. So it is recommended that you select multiple photos, because what ends up happening is that it's going to go to Shutterstock and all of your photos will be pending until they are reviewed. The first image I uploaded, and I didn't listen to my own advice about multiple files, I uploaded an image of the moon. And what's important here is that it will tell you that it did not fit the requirement that it needs to be at least 4 megapixels. So just make sure that that is happening. That's because part of this image was cropped, so I used the full-size image. And here you see that example. So it was accepted, and now it was time to go ahead and fill out the details for this image. By default, the image type is photo, and the usage is commercial. If you need to change it to illustration or editorial, you can do so by clicking on either of those two buttons. Then what you're going to want to do is fill out a short description, no more than 200 characters, and then, or is that words? Could be words. And then the category 1 and then category 2 is optional. And then there is some more as needed information if you require it, and releases if you have any people in the images that you do not have or need to get permission for. Then up to 50 keywords. At least 15 to 20 are recommended, but whatever you put in there is fine. And then there is the keyword suggestions tool to help you out. Here's what it looks like with all my information filled out for this one image. You can see that I was a little wordy on the description. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I did load up about 30 more in a batch type process or multiple type process, as I recommended earlier. That went much faster, and I was able to just select individual photos to group them and kind of batch them together with the same description and tags and so on and so forth. So I recommend that a lot, but at the same time, only time will tell if I need to make any adjustments based on the success, good or bad, of each individual image or multiples or batched images. After I submitted my single image, I got a congratulatory message, but also a recommendation that I should probably submit more than 10 to 15 at a time, and that makes a lot of sense. And also that the work that I submitted would be reviewed over the next few days, and actually in the fine detail it says within 5 days you should get your items reviewed and go from pending to active. Note that you should also be prepared for rejection, and what I mean by that is Shutterstock does not take 100% of your images. They don't need to be masterpieces, but they should be high quality images. Again, a cell phone can shoot a high quality image and they have been accepted. However, just make sure that if you are editing your images that there's not focusing problems or sensor problems or noise in your image or a variety of different factors. Maybe you have watermarks on your image. All of those things can cause an image to be rejected, and you don't want that. In some cases you can avoid it, and you'll just have to resubmit it based on their criteria. Link down below in the description. I placed a blog article by Shutterstock that is titled 19 Common Newbie Submission Mistakes You Can Easily Avoid. Read that to give you an idea of some of the things that your photo can be rejected for. I certainly am taking a closer look at it, and we'll learn together here. So one of the next things you should do next is go to your account settings and put your payment information in. You can find the account settings underneath the drop down menu under your name. Click on account settings and then go to payout information. And what you're going to want to do there is make sure you have your name there. If you need to change it, do so. Select the type of payment or method of payment, which is checked by postal mail. Payoneer, which I have no idea what that is. I used PayPal. Go ahead and put your payout email and then your minimum output, or minimum payout I should say, and that is I think $35. If you hit on the question mark, it'll tell you. And then look at how they can license your work. That's over on the right side there. Image sales, footage sales, enhance license, and sensitive use. Go ahead and click on the question marks next to all of those to get more information, and then save your settings. So that's it. That gets you off and running and gets you in the stock image game. Now, know this, that I am early in my experience with stock images, and I have read up and done my research, and this is not an easy game. This is definitely not a get rich quick scheme. What it does allow you to do is allow you to get started in the idea of making money with your photography. It's not the easiest way to make money. In fact, you probably won't make a lot to start with. There's definitely an opportunity here. It's just that you're gonna have to put in the work. This is not an easy game. So that's gonna do it. I'm gonna do a follow-up video to this video showing you where I'm at, progress I've made, progress I haven't made, whatever the case may be. I'm definitely going to put in some more work, and know that Shutterstock is essentially non-exclusive. So the photos that you put on here are still yours and they're not exclusive to Shutterstock. So what that means is that you can use the same images that you uploaded to Shutterstock and place them on other stock photo sites. That's gonna do it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave me a like if you liked any part of this video. Leave me a comment down below if you are thinking about or you have partaken in any stock photo or worked with any stock photo companies, and let me know your successes and your failures. I think it would help the community. And that's gonna do it. Always sprinkle a little bit of fun in your life, and when you're having that fun, remember to always keep it fun enough. Until the next one, outro, bing!